So, good evening to every one of you. Welcome to PropNex 6 Million A Facebook Live, bringing to you real life, real people to share their success, their drive, their journey in becoming millionaire. To be the best, we always believe that we need to learn from the best. So, today, come to our sixth series. So, whoever is here, just say hello to me. I'm your host of today, Evon Heng, COO of PropNex Malaysia. Welcome to our PropNex Millionaire series. So whoever is here, just say hello to me and help me to share to the people around or people who would like to understand more about this real estate industry and how can we earn our living or how to be success in this real estate. So you can share with everyone, the friends around. Okay, let them welcome. Today I have a special guest. My special guest is actually from PropNex Singapore, and his name is Alex Goh, and he's actually a branch district director, 16 years in property industry, and he's actually have a team of 10, and until right now he have 550 team members under his wing. So is it great that we want to learn from this person? If yes, you also say yes, and then you put more love or put a more clap to actually welcome him. So let's just welcome Alex Goh, because he's not only strong in building his team, he also strong and able to achieve a millionaire consecutive for 2 years. And let us welcome and put a hands to welcome Alex Go. Alex,
Hi.
you're here? Yes. So we have how many people are here? We have Sylvia Chin, we have Anja, we have Farrelyn, we have Anthony Chong. Welcome, welcome. And we have uh, what else? Yes, Li Lim. Yes, welcome. So Alex, go. Everyone also work because in real estate, right? We actually aim to be millionaire. So we also want to hear from you. Actually, before that, all of us here is also new, and how you actually venture yourself into this real estate.
How I venture myself.
How you started, and why you
Uh,
choose property.
okay, so I joined the industry when I was 19.
And you
Very, very,
joined, well, 19 years old.
yeah, that time there's not so much of regulation, so I'm more of like a runner to help. That time I joined my sister lah, so to help her with her buyers, things like that. So why I choose this industry, I think is more of like fatal lah, because I was choosing between insurance and real estate, but insurance are very regulated. Then I have to be 21 before I can even do anything. So in the end, I think I get myself into this to try out. So at first at 19 years old, I don't know what I really want. And at that point of time is that I in Singapore we got poly, all these things, right? So uh, just nice I'm in a year of dragon. So uh, it's very difficult to get into poly. Certain course that I want, so I didn't get into the course that I'm looking at. So I have to make a choice whether I want to come out and work or I want to continue wait for another year to go into school. So in the end, I only graduate O level and I was in this line for the past 16 years. Yeah.
Wow. So that means that you started in 19 years old. So whoever is 19 years old, you also can say hello. Or when you are 19, you actually want to actually try it out, you may, you see. So different. So that means that you, from 19 itself, you never quit, never change. You stay all the while in this industry.
Correct.
Okay. So when you actually, on which year you from other agency, then you change to PropNex, and then what is the changes? What make you join PropNex?
So I was in the previous agency for about 7 years. Uh, and at first was doing okay because the market was good. So when market was good, you just have to bring buyers around. They will definitely buy something like. I think. Uh, then it came the the cooling measures in Singapore. Okay,
Mm,
so at the time we do not know how to. It's the first time that I really see cooling measures throughout my 7 years in the industry. So my sales really dropped very very badly,
mm,
and I got no choice. I got to either make a switch or I got to leave the industry. So I came over PropNex in 2013, which is about 9 years back. And the training definitely is different. We are trained how to actually plan for our customer. So while planning for a customer, I think the most important is not just what we can provide for a customer. It's also that I gain more confident that I actually play a very important part in terms of my customer transaction. So I used to be a agent that I feel if I close something, is my customer give me a chance, like, or my customer give me the deal, like, I'm lucky, like. But uh, after I came into PropNex, I realized that in the agency work, we got a lot of roles to play. We really is a very important role in terms of whether we can help our customer get a good property, something that have potential, all these things. So all these things and calculation, how much they can afford. Used to be only taking orders from the customer. I used to be an agent that customer say, hey, I want this, then I'll help them find. But now I'm an agent that I will advise my customer how should you move forward, how much should you buy, what should you buy, when should you buy, when should you sell, and I really find a lot of joy doing that, because now the customer will come back to me and ask me for advice. So when
So
you see
so
you
is
feel
it means that in once you transfer to PropNext, you learn it's not normal those sell by agents. Now you become more able to be advised and a consultant to
that,
actually this is also part of the way to lead you to become a millionaire.
yes, correct. I think that is definitely one of the key things. So, and because I'm able to advise more and customer is happier to deal with me every time, I feel more valuable. So when I feel more valuable, it's easier to make money also because I feel happier working. Last time used to be dragging myself to work because you use a bit slower, the customer will ditch you already. They will go and find other agents. So now it's different. Yeah.
Okay. Those who just come in and then just come and say hi to me and Alex. Okay, so now we are on the way to slowly ask Alex go how he's actually make his journey because sometimes you want to become a millionaire. Definitely, there's some. The root. Some basic groundwork that you need to be equip yourself, upgrade your skills, and then what is the skill that let you be equipped and be powered up and gear up so that you can be in your millionaire journey consecutive for 2 years or more to come. And at the same time, how to build team and still able to achieve his own sales. Okay, so we have so many people here. Yuki say hello to you,
Hi,
and we
Yuki.
have Yuki say you must tell us how to 致富的方法. Okay, that means how to become rich and how to become a millionaire. So you have to share more strategy with us. And then we have Rachel, we have Henry. All this is young people. They also want to learn from you. And we have Indy is here. Okay. And we have Philo from KK and Julio. Okay. So now he said that, okay, we want to ask you, like just now you say that, what like become a advisor, become a consultant, what is the basic criteria or we need to ask our customer, or what is normally when now you say that you no longer buy sell open door, you become able to advise your customer, so what is the basic questions that you will like ask and then so that you can advise back your customer?
Basic question I ask my customer.
Yeah, or how you approach, how you start the advice so that they feel happy, you feel comfortable, and you also get value from there, your customer get value and then come back again. So normally how you advise them?
To be very frank, a lot of agents fall into a trap that they're selling property. Like example, every property they see with the customer, they will tell them, "Well, this property got how good, how good, how good." So you have to buy lah.
Mm.
But I focus not on selling property. I focus on teaching them how to buy a property. So in a way, I'm selling myself.
So how you sell yourself?
Which is like example, I will show them data of if you choose like let's say a property, a condo in one of the location. Okay, two condo A and condo B. Condo A, in the last 2 years, if you buy a 2 bedroom, you make money. Okay, but you buy a 3 bedroom, you lose money. A condo B, you buy a 2 bedroom, you make money. But buy a 2 bedroom, you lose money, but buy a 3 bedroom, you make money. So it's opposite, even though they are side by side. Then explain to them why is that happening. So in
Okay.
a way, I'm making clients to be very frank, I think to be able to do good sales is that you have to make your client ask you more questions.
So one tips is actually in order to be good in sales, you must let your customer ask you more question.
Yes, you must make them ask you more questions. The more they ask, the more they feel that they need you in the transaction. That's one thing. And you do not want to talk too much, like, oh, but this one, some agents are falling into a situation where they go in, they talk from the start to the end, they never listen to the customer, then the customer walk out, they also don't know what happened. So after that, the customer don't reply, they also don't know what happened. So, but if the customer is asking you a question throughout the whole journey or the whole presentation, most of the time they will text you say maybe we should arrange a time to meet up so that I can sit down. You can sit down and plan for me, see what I should be doing. Because they start to trust you. You only trust a person when you start to ask them things.
Mm. So
Right?
just now the example you give, right, is actually a project or is sub-sale. Sub-sale you also apply this way as well, or it only apply in project?
It's the same. So resale and project. Today I just did one training for my team is on resale. So resale also same way. There is definitely some trend in every resale, every new properties that you are talking about.
Hmm.
I think in Malaysia, new one you all call sub-sale, right?
A new one we call project.
Project. Then sub-sale is then
Sub-sale
resale.
is the secondary market, your secondary market.
Okay, so because in Singapore we is project, sub-sale is haven't complete, we call sub-sale. Then
Oh,
resale is completed.
oh. So it's a
So
resale.
sub-sale and resale is I think one considered as sub-sale for you all. So sub-sale and projects both will have some data that you can actually draw out for your customer.
So
Yeah.
that means that you actually advise the agent when you do a
Mm.
secondary market or primary market, you must have your data on hand.
Right.
Okay.
Depending on what you want to do. So, like example, I want to do a primary market
Mm,
or a sub-sale market. Then I want to focus on a sub-sale market. My data should be more towards the sub-sale market. If I want to do
understand.
more of project market, my data should be more focused on project marketing.
Mm,
Then if I want to do the luxury market, then my data should be more on luxury market. You get me? So the more you do, the easier it is for you to find data, and the more transaction you have done, you also know the things inside out. I think that's very important.
But like sometimes those agents say, okay, when they call up for you to actually view, we talk about the secondary market lah. When they
Mm.
call upon you to actually view this secondary property, so how you actually get them to actually sit down with you and then you show the data of the transaction. So normally how you say, how you start it off. Some of the
Okay.
agents would like to know more.
So for example, usually a lot of our data we put in the iPad. So
Yes.
iPad very hard to show. So iPad you have maybe 15 slides. Okay.
Mm.
Out of the 15 slides, there's definitely one or two slides that's very important. Correct or not?
Mm.
Can I say that? So the one or two slides you can screenshot and put in your iPhone.
Okay.
When you're downstairs the house, you just ask the customer, I got something very important that can help you save maybe 50, 100,000. Do you have 5 minutes? I run through with you, just two slides.
Mm.
Then you run through the two slides that you leave an impact with the customer. Then you ask the customer. You tell the customer, but now I got to rush off. I got next viewing. Even you know viewing, you also say you got to rush off. Can we fix out a day? I sit down with you. I run through with you everything. So we always have to make the customer want to talk to us.
Understand.
But you don't take an iPad out, very scary. You just take an iPhone, small one, they can see also. Or your Android or whichever things. Just screenshot two important slides inside. I think it's good enough.
So this is the way that all the way that you use it along the journey about 16 years.
Yes and no. Now I don't do so much of this. Now I do more of video marketing, all these things, so that I think some of my agents are doing that also, so that the customer come in is already they start to ask us questions. It's a very different way of doing it. So, but you need time to build all this branding and all these data, all these things. So I do not advise new agents to start doing that first, because you need to be on the ground to feel the market also.
So that means that first you must really do all your data. So no matter which industry that you're going in, so just ready your data. Although maybe inside your PowerPoint, your slide, it might be have a lot, but need to summarize two main important slide that is actually after you viewing, you can actually get them to actually send them is then just say that we make another time to talk further so that this is another engaging and another able to let them trust you and then hope on that then they will continue want to know more and we make another appointment. So when come to sit it down, then it's whether then they can actually decide whether move on or what is the next property. So still come back to you.
Correct. There is another way you can do it. So let's say you got a sub-sale viewing, let's say 3 o'clock. You fix up another unit at 2:30.
Mm.
Then one more unit at 3:30.
Mm.
Then after that, you cancel the 3 o'clock. So your 2:30 to 3:30 got 1 hour.
Mm.
People are stuck with you.
Okay.
So for the 1 hour, you can show. Can do that also. It really depends on how you want to do it.
Okay. So other than this, so what is another? Okay, so just now I said that get radio of those data. So after that, slowly go into it is like video marketing. What are video marketing that you're doing? Because now a lot of us is actually doing video marketing is actually property walkthrough and then showcase the property. So what is your video marketing that you make different that they straight away come to you?
I don't do property walkthrough much. I only do data analysis. So it's like me. Maybe I can sit down, or you can even go to a project show flat or a sub-sale unit that you're doing walkthrough. But your walkthrough, it can be two type. First type is you just talking about how nice the property is. Second type is you can incorporate the walkthrough with data to tell them why this unit have more potential. Why? Because the layout is what kind. Usually, this kind of layout on the surrounding projects they make more money. So but my one is I just sit down on a chair and I just tell them, like recently interest rate are going up. So how will interest rate go up affect you? How if it go up 0.5%, how much you have to pay more? And in past transaction, past history, every 0.5 it go up. How is it going to affect the market? Is it going to go up or come down? That's one thing. Second thing, I don't know for your project and sub-sale, do you have difference? Like in Singapore, project we have deferred payment. In Malaysia, is it not deferred? We have progressive payment. In Malaysia,
Yeah, we also have progressive payment.
Progressive payment means that you save out on interest.
Mm.
So if you want to sell project, you can also do analysis on if the interest go up 1%, sub-sale interest per month is going to be like that, increase by so much. Project is going to increase by like that, only $50 because the loan not disbursement. So you can also do analysis. There's a lot of things that you can analyze.
So that's why your way of selling, the way that you avoid is actually the other way around. So do you get it? Those who listen right now. So at least that I also feel that the way that he doing is actually is out of those normal that we do, because normal of you is actually we bring them to the show flat, we bring them and then straight away to the product itself, and we didn't. This is one part that I feel the majority of our agents lack of, and they've forgotten about this important part, which is this is the part that you can able to build the trust and they trust on you. And then you when the time that Alex Goh share, it means that you also feel that you are different from other agents. So this is another competitive edge that we have lah. So do you get it? If yes, then you can say yes. So at least that Alex also know about you, also get some tips on that. Okay. And then Sylvia got asked about Sylvia, the matter is actually I'm asking Alex Go right now. So it's actually saying that there's a lot of different type of approach, like especially you yourself also have to do your data analysis like himself. He shared like 2 bedroom for this condo itself or this area, is it very sellable or is it profitable instead of 3 bedroom or 1 bedroom? Yeah, he also gets you. Yes. So y'all have any question, y'all can type it out. I can always help you to ask him. Okay. And while going, so during all these things, this is how you build your customer relationship together with you. So
Correct.
is it from the video that you do also able to help you generate the leads, the customer straight away come into you?
Yes. So in terms of videos, there's 2 ways. One is through Facebook.
Mm.
So you advertise your video, you sponsor your
Mm.
video out. Another way is from YouTube. So YouTube take a while to build. Up
Mm.
till now, I do not have very consistent leads, but some of my agents, usually ladies, they are
Mm.
getting quite a lot of leads. So
Mm.
my one is more on Facebook. So but the difference is YouTube clients are usually very, very genuine because
Oh.
they really view everything and they might have viewed all your videos already. So some of my agents did 20 over videos. There is client who seen everything, then call them.
Mm. So your agents that do the 20s YouTube is also like just now what you say, they actually analyze, they give the tips out there instead of walk through property or talk about property only.
Correct. Correct.
Oh, so the customer will go and view and then understand him well. That's why straight away call him. And from the YouTube itself, the lead is very genuine.
Yeah. So there is even I heard from my agents there is even customer who ask, do you uh, uh, do you provide monthly service? So like they pay her a monthly fee, let's say $1,000 a month to ask her for advice.
Oh, wow.
There is even client who say, do you, if I meet you, will you charge? How much do you charge? Just by meeting, like not by transacting.
So that means they already brand themselves, and also the customer feel that they are very professional and they are very well versed about all the in and out and all the data and all the interest, all the market. How is the transaction? How is the markets right now
Mm,
in property? Then they need their advice.
yes.
Okay. So you
Mm,
got the tips. That means that you can actually make yourself to the other way around. Instead of building a walkthrough property, you can actually educate them. How is the market? Are the interest increase? It will affect them or not? And then this is some small tips. So your YouTube, when they do the education type, how long is the
3 to
YouTube?
5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes.
Not too long. 3 to 5 would be good.
Okay, 3 to 5 minutes. So for YouTube, so for Facebook, you also do the Facebook, YouTube as well as you video, and then put the sponsor ads.
Yes. But you don't sponsor a YouTube link. Like, you just sponsor the video. You sponsor a YouTube link, I don't think anyone will do.
Yeah, Facebook will you have to
Mm,
differently so that you're able to get the leads. So for
mm.
yourself, you say that Facebook is not still so genuine that you still need to help nurture, is it? The leads from the Facebook.
Facebook leads are how do I say? Because it's more of you are pushing the ads to them. Accidentally, they saw you, they start to know you. But YouTube is they go and they see YouTube, they really go and search about you, things like that. So sometimes
That,
YouTube leads can be months in view. They might be viewing your video for months already.
mm,
So I got one agent who don't do Facebook or YouTube. He do blogging. Also, I think you'll invite him soon, Gary Xia.
yeah.
He do blogging only every day, every week write one article.
Oh, every day write one article.
Every week one article. Also can do $1 million.
Well, so another method.
And
Every month write a blogging. Then that
about
means that
property, how to how to see all these things. He will write article every week once.
every week
So
one.
anyways, yeah, I mean you can reach out in many ways. That's how I can say it. Mm.
Silva asks you, is Facebook ad or boost ads?
Facebook ad and Boost ad got what different?
Got any different? I'm not sure. So she is asking you, you actually do it yourself or you actually employ
No,
people,
I employ people to.
you employ people to do.
I tried myself. Too time consuming. You also need to have a lot of approval here and there. So spend too much time on that. I now start to employ people.
Okay.
Mm.
Silva, Alex is actually employed people to do it. Maybe later on he will go and check whether is it Facebook advertisement or boost the advertisement. Okay. So thank
Mm.
you for that. And this is the way that you're doing it.
Mm.
So do you have any like leads coming in that how long you nurture them, then let them become like your customer and they lead you to close more deal from there?
Most of the time, if you are doing lead gen in terms of like using educational stuff like writing, like videos, like you don't need long lah. I have chance upon I meet on Wednesday, Thursday can close.
Mm.
Most of the time it won't go past a month.
Mm.
You should be able to close them, or they won't buy already. It's either they buy within a month or they won't buy. You get what I'm trying to say. So this type of leads, I don't do a lot of follow up. Asking them how are you. We don't. I don't really do that. I don't really have the time to go and check back on all these customers. So usually is that when they contact me, there's a period of time that they will engage me. Usually after they meet me within a week they will engage me. Then we'll
Okay.
see how much I sell the house, all these things.
Okay.
Mm.
So, Silver ask you normally, what is the cost, the average that you appoint the people to do for you?
Usually it's about 15 to 20% of the amount you spend.
15% to 20% of the amount that you spend on your advertisement on
Yes, correct.
Facebook. Okay. So this is the fee that you pay to them.
Most of the time, yeah.
Okay. So it's about 15 to 20% of the Facebook advertisements that you pay. So this is the fee that Alex Goh appoint someone to actually run the Facebook for him. Okay. So other than Facebook, I know that. So this is the way that you actually doing it. So you ready your data, then you do education type of video. So this is the way that lead you have consistently got the customer, got the leads coming. So they already trusted you. So easy for you to actually approach or sell them any product. Am I right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So at the same time, so are you this type of things will be tidying up you up, or you still have a bit of time, and how you can actually still closing your sales and still building your team and lead your team to right now 550? Because a lot of our leaders here, they always say that I already didn't have time for my personal sales. Now you ask me to actually build the team. So it's like seems like a lot of challenges. Then if people start building the team, they might about hundreds or not yet 100, about 50 or maybe about 10 or 20, they already feel that it's actually very burden, and they cannot focus on doing their own sales. How you manage it?
Definitely it will be very tiring. I got many times that after daytime we meet a lot of agents, so nighttime also tiring. But the difference is that if your leads are very very wide leads, which means that those are you anyhow go and catch one, they have no loyalty, they don't trust you, you just need to service them. So like example, I need to be the fastest, I need to arrange a lot of houses for them. Once I miss one house, they will go and buy to other agent. If your leads are like that, it's very difficult to do sales and recruitment together, because your sales is very 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 time consuming.
Mm.
And I also realized, I think all these things come with your how good do you think you are in terms of helping your agents and also your customer. Why I say that? Because last time when I started building my team long ago, I'm
Mm.
like working for my agent rather than my agent needing my help. So I'm like what because I don't feel I'm good, so I help my agent call this person to check this data. I help my agent to go and view houses. Then I don't need to do anything already. I just help my agent can already. But now it's different. Now it's more of my agent are needing my advice. Same thing. Your customer is needing your advice. Then in that sense, it's not so 100% time consuming. It's more of like what you don't spend so much time with them, but you use your knowledge and your experience to help them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So along the way in the business, you definitely have to be able to do what to change your business into more of knowledge based and experience based, rather than in 10 years, 20 years in the industry, you are still by uh, your business is still you spend more time, you make more money. You spend less time, you make less money.
Mm.
You get what I mean? So if your knowledge are built along the years, usually you will have you don't need to spend so much time to do the same amount of thing lah.
That means that you actually not spoon feed your agents under the team. You actually let them actually lead themselves. You empower them. So like if they have anything, then you actually coach them and advise them and share with them their knowledge instead of.
Your because of your knowledge, your words are important. So like example, maybe a stockbroker or what. If initial years, okay, we say a car repairman. Initial years, he still sure use what time to learn
Mm,
Every day he's repairing car
mm.
But some car repairman, 10 years, 20 years, still repairing car. Some car repairman, after that, become consultant. Consultant, did he need to spend time to repair?
No need.
Yeah, so you have to progress to become a consultant in order to spend lesser time, but you still make more money.
Okay. So that means that you must actually position yourself instead of you still going do down mechanicals doing it and with your team also mechanical. So now you have to put yourself as like a coach and then guide them how to do on that.
To be able to do that, your knowledge have to go up first. So you have to continue to improve yourself.
So this is the way that how you actually build your team from just now I said 50 to 30 to actually 550. So how long you take to actually build such a strong and bigger team? Because a lot of people here in Malaysia now we actually try then they already feel cannot already.
2017 I have about I think 30.
Mm,
So now it's 5 years. I got about
mm,
550 lah.
mm.
So about 5 years from 30 to 550.
So it's average every year you got about 100 lor, right?
Initial year no lah. Initial year got 30, 40, very happy. Then the growth become faster and faster lah.
So that
So
means that you also grow yourself, you become more knowledgeable and experienced, then people will come to you more.
your yes, and your team, when your team grow, your team will also recruit lah. I mean that's part and parcel of the business.
Alex, as I know, you're not only just building team, and you also actually make yourself contribute back to the company. You hold the project PIC for a few project. At the same time, you also volunteer yourself back to Malaysia book the Singapore boot camp, leadership boot camp, and how you really do it. Because a lot of time they say that they say that the time is actually limited, everyone of 24 hours, and how you make yourself still be able to generate your own sales, still leading your team, coaching them, at the same time contribute back to the company, to PropNex.
Okay, first thing first, when I see my boss Kelvin Fong can do so much, I got nothing to say lah. So second thing is of course, I also believe if we are doing this little thing, let's say we are doing like that, there will be a lot of time that we are doing nothing.
Okay.
Which means if I squeeze more, actually there is, because why I say that, because like example, if I'm only doing sales, I will have time to watch TV, come home, then sit there, do nothing. But if I'm doing sales, recruitment, everything, I don't have time to think one. I come home, I only sleep. I wake up, I go out. So I just plan my time, back to back. It's all about squeezing the time out. Actually got time one. We got a lot of pockets of time, 1 hour, half an hour that is wasted one.
But do you feel happy? Because some people say that it seems like no more life.
You enjoy your holiday and your dinner more, because that's the only time you can put aside your things. But the funny thing is that even if you are very free, sometimes you go overseas, you also work, because you feel that you are not doing enough.
No, I think that is actually part into your life already, right? It's actually no longer saying that it's separated, like this is the one category. So you you already merge and mix with it. It's actually like your life.
Yes. So it's already like boot camps 1 year. Now this year we got 19 camps. So 19 camps times 2 days is 38 days.
So 38 days you're already occupied, right?
Already locked in already. 38 days is gone already. So I don't have the 38 days. I only got the rest of the days to work with.
Okay.
So it's like that. Then I will squeeze the time more.
Sometimes I feel that that's the way, right? Because sometimes people tend to have a lot of time. They will have a lot of different type of emotions and trap themselves more, even track into the emotion. When you didn't have time, you feel that, oh, I already got my 38th day that I need to make a difference to others. And what is the things that I need to ensure close before I go in? Then you make your time more impactful and more fruitful. And you won't think so much or won't track into your own emotion, right?
The worst time of my life is COVID. At home, nothing to do, keep thinking. Thinking, it become very low morale. So now open up, I think very happy. Everyone can come out, can see people, we can go out and do more things. So I really don't like time where I'm sitting down and sitting down and planning for my stuff is okay, but sitting down and thinking about the more you sit down and think, the more you think the market is very bad. So I very scared of time that I'm doing nothing and just sitting there.
So normally how you start your time? So every morning, what time you wake up and then work until what time that you're going back? Because everyone also want to know how the Millionaire arrange their time schedule.
To be very frank, I don't wake up super early. I think I wake up maybe about 9 plus. Usually I end work maybe about, depend if I got no appointment, I end about 7. If I got appointment, maybe about 10. 10 to 11. So usually my day is like that. In between, so daytime I will usually factor more for meetings and trainings and meeting agents. Then nighttime will be more for clients.
Okay. So do you have any PA to actually help you? Because a lot of time they will do all the listing, uploading to web portal themselves, everything by their own. So do you do that as well or no?
As of now, don't have.
Oh, there's someone help you on that, or
I pass my listing out to my agent to help me.
oh, so you all work together.
We work together because I don't have time to run resale also, sub sale also. So sub sale
Oh,
will consume a lot of time. So I plan that. So because my time is getting lesser, so I only got time to meet customer, plan. Then I tell the customer I do not have time to help you sell a house. I will get someone to help you.
okay. So this is the way that you're doing right now, lah.
Correct.
And then that means that you work together with your team so that ensure both also can grow together.
Yes, correct. Then I also because sometimes a sub sale can take up a lot of time.
Mm.
So I pass it out. Then I focus on the more important things. Then they also
So,
can make.
so I know that during the you say 2017 you almost reach millionaire. Then but no, then do you have emo yourself or what you make a difference so that you're able to get your consecutive subsequent in 2022 and 2021 you get your million?
I think 2017 was the first year that they PropNex start to brand the Millionaire, and I remember when I missed by 5,000. I mean, I'm sad lah. Kevin Fong still call me say, why you know we are doing a lot for the Millionaire. I say now then you tell me already over already. So then some of my agents are also getting Millionaire. Then I was like, I mean, but I'm happy because I never got people approach me. I say, hey, why not I clock 5,000? And I said don't want, because end of the day I achieve it. I also might not be feeling good, so I only take that as a experience that I mean, to me, all these things is important. Achieving a millionaire title is important. Doing a lot of sales is important. But I always ask myself one thing: achieving 995,000 and 1 million, is there a huge difference? There is to be very frank, there's no huge difference. The only difference is we give the pressure to ourselves. And when the pressure comes, you can have 1 month no closing on it. Because you want to take the millionaire title. So I now take it as a have lah. I just do my best. I don't think we want to overstress ourselves until first thing we stress until we cannot achieve. Second, you make so much money, why still stress?
Yeah, it's true. Already almost there, right?
Yeah, I mean the result will come because I see a lot of my agents also last year million, this year also stress. Those last year don't have one, this year doing very well. So it's always this type of thing that is boiling us down. I think just do what you should be doing, improving every day, focus on the knowledge. I think the money will come and the title will come. But if you focus on the title too much, I have a lot of experience already. I got hit 995. I think I hit 995 in October.
Oh.
Until December, still 995.
Okay.
Just too much stress. So I don't want to put all this stress on me now.
Okay, so now you just make it flow with the flow, but you know that that's the target, and then just do your best.
Every day I focus on improving. I don't want to focus on just the numbers. I focus on learning more things, getting more data, all these things. Yeah.
So last before we end our things,
Mm.
like those want to they are on the way or journey, like what you said, you always do. So what is the advice or what is the things that as an agents must build so that he can actually reach their journey of millionaire?
Mm. What is the advice?
Just like what is the basic criteria or what is the do what is the things that you must do
Mm.
or
I think is I think we have a lot of good bosses in PropNex. Your upline, your bosses, the CEO, all this. So my journey to today is I am where I am today is only because I'm not. If you look back at 5 years ago me, you won't believe it's me. So I'm where I am today is because when there is certain things that is tasked to me,
mm,
I only will say yes one. Even I how scared, I how worried, I how 不甘愿,
mm.
I will still just okay lah. I just do first.
So that
Whenever
means
I
that,
say yes,
mm,
next minute I can regret. But I still get it done because no choice. I already promised the bosses.
okay. So that means that bosses come to you, maybe say that, hey, let's contribute yourself to this training or let's do this, let's handle this.
Mm.
You will just always say yes.
I will say yes. Then I do my best. I mean, I cannot. Maybe I won't deliver up to their standard, but I will do up to what I can in terms of my capability. Then,
Mm.
so along the way, because of all these things, and I strongly believe that they plan a good path for me. So I improve a lot along the way, and the money just come along the way.
So that means that during when you say yes, but in the yes inside your yes, you actually got fear, got doubt, and then you also got want to socks up, but you just be courage to work through it, and then improve each time, right?
Say don't have fear is bluff people one. I whenever I still remember there's a lot of time that I'm asked to speak on stage, right?
Mm,
I say yes. Next moment I regret. I plan for weeks. I train for weeks. I go on that day. My face still green. I still shivering. I still do it. So and up to today, every time I do new things, like example, recently, the COVID strike, we
mm,
have to do consumer on Zoom. First time
mm,
I do, also stress. So every
mm.
time we do new things, it's stressful. But along the journey, we I look back, there is really a lot of improvement along the way, lah. Mm.
So that's why your advice is whatever connections have anything or bosses or your
Mm.
leaders ask you do anything, just say yes, and then just be courage and improve a step at a time. So this
Yes,
is what will lead you to be different, to be who you are today.
small step, well, small step, bit by bit, with the push from your bosses, you will be a big step in 2 3 years time. So you will really see a lot of difference. Yeah,
Okay. So what is your upcoming future plan for yourself?
future plan. what what
this
kind of,
this few year, I mean this year, what is your plan? You also want to be hitting definitely is in your mind like be a millionaire.
yeah, I think there's one thing, but last year my team itself we got 6 millionaire. So
Wow.
this year my plan is to have 10. I mean that's what I wish. I'm working towards it.
Okay.
So to have more millionaires in my team itself, and also to I have a target in mind. I want to hit 1,000 agents soon. So
Thousand
that's
agents. So now
yeah,
it's 550. So it's another
400.
350, 400 to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So actually, okay, this is the last questions that I'm going to ask you. How you actually build your team? How you get your team to join you? What is the strategy that you use to so that you can get so many people come to you?
Okay, I'm not a very I speaking to those who are not, some people do a lot of Facebook marketing,
Mm,
do a lot of Facebook posting about your group, about you. I'm
mm,
not a very public person. You can see my Facebook don't have much thing, a bit lah here and there. I still got to post
mm.
lah. So my team, I can tell you almost half is built through referral from my fellow connection who don't want to do recruitment, uh,
Okay.
and also other agency uh, leaders who heard that their teammates are leaving, then say want to come to PropNex, recommend me.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of
so
them are from referral.
so how that means that the way that you contribute yourself to the company, you selfless giving, this is the way that leads you to have people come to you, is it? Can say so?
In a way, yes, because in terms of the training that I'm doing for my team, my projects, all along the years, sometimes other division agents want to meet me. Last time I was to meet them, I was to go through with them how to do their sales. So to be very frank, there's many times I doubt myself. Why am I doing all this? Why am I helping all this while other teams
Although
are?
it's not your team, it's not under your division, they just want to come and get your advice. You also will continue to do that.
I will still do that, but I also got doubt myself a lot. Why am I doing that? You ask me until today, sometimes I still doubt. Sure have one because doubt. These are all demons that is inside your heart. But to be very frank, a lot of them have recommended their colleagues or their friends who want to come to PropNex for me also. Like example, some who know me
Mm.
join me. Let's say I'm A leader and another B leader.
Mm.
So the final decision to make the person join me is his friend in PropNex say you join Alex better. Correct. No? I mean this is something that is like a final push up. So I got a lot of people who are helping
Something that
me.
people giving you the testimonial to you.
Correct,
Mm.
correct. But if I'm not willing to share, I just enclose myself. They don't even know I'm good. Man. I
Yeah,
have to, I
it's
have to say
true.
they don't even know I got all this data. So they wouldn't even recommend me. So these are through all the things that I constantly doubt that I should be doing, but I'm still doing it, and the returns are coming. I mean, along the way, the returns are coming. Yes.
Sometimes it's not fast, but it's actually in the other way around, universal. Because the way that you treat people is with your heart, and then people feel it, and then they
Mm,
will, no matter, they will actually will recommend you them to join you. So this is how you build your team. So good.
correct.
So at least now we know that, because a lot of time agents say, yeah, I want to build team, but no people coming in. So first of all, you need to learn to give first. The power of giving. So whatever knowledge that you have, whatever things that you have, you just share it out to around, especially to all connections. Maybe who knows, one day other outsider know, and then your internal agents that they feel that this person more suitable follow you as a leader, so that you're able to coach the people and then add more value to them. Then they will just pass it to you.
Yes. You don't
Good.
know when it will come. Just be happy and give. I think that's most
Yes, be
important.
happy and give. So this is the code. So I think it's actually about 45 minutes, and we're going to end. So Alex Go, thank you so much for sharing with us your journey. I know that sometimes uh, want to be a millionaire is also take a time. If those that just started, it's okay to just start to learn, do some data analysis like what Alex Go been saying, and then continue to give and always say yes to the bosses. Whatever activity or task giving to you, just say yes. This is also make you to be different and make you to be who you are today. And then this
Mm.
is the way that how Alex Go being a millionaire journey and build his team until right now. And what is your quote, life quote or wisdom that you want to give to our PropNexion in Malaysia, or maybe some others that join in from other agency?
I don't have any live code, but of course, I think that throughout the sharing, I've been the few things that I mentioned. First is yes, is a word that I always put in my mind. Second thing is, of course, it's a joy to have the power to give to people, even charity. It's a joy that you even have the capability to give. So give whichever that is something within your capability. I think there's something that will bring more joy to your life because no amount of money will bring you joy.
Mm,
Only when
I
you
strongly
you,
agree.
you start to change some of the. I mean, small changes in people's life also will give you a lot of joy in your life that will push you to work harder. I think these
Yeah.
are the two. Yeah.
Success is not about how much money that you make, it's how
Mm.
how is the difference that you make to others' life.
Yes, correct.
Okay, thank you so much for whoever stay with us for about 45 or 50 minutes. Thank you so much. I believe that you all will get a lot of different tips, because one thing that I can learn from Alex Go is actually you can start doing some video is actually different. It's not work through. It's actually tips provided, or how to really go into the property investment with different type of tips. So this is also will help your personal branding, and it also will lead you to a millionaire journey, because the trust is there.
Mm,
Okay. So thank you so much. Thank you.
problem. See you.
You.